Welcome back, everybody. We are back for the fifth episode in our installment here with the Old World, the Sacred and the Profane DLC, and we are starting right away with the Duchess being old enough to be tutored, and an event for our daughter here. So our daughter heard a strange rumor while in Tehaka that there was a merchant with unending amounts of money. The tale goes that she has a magical coin that will return to the spender's pocket at the end of each day. Sabat laughs when confronted with the story, putting such tales down to her talent in trading. Magic coin or not, should Sabat join the court? Well, if Sabat does join the court, he becomes the court merchant, which is, I mean, that's great. I don't know how to see Sabat. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. She is a diplomat, +3 charisma. Yeah, I don't see why not. Have her join. And then what we can do here with our heir and her education. So, a couple things to keep in mind here. Our heir comes from the Amarna family, or belongs to the Amarna family. And with the Amarna family, she has common traits that she can that she can get. She can get a commander, a zealot, or scholar, right? She could probably get other traits, especially if I picked an area of study that didn't have any of these involved in them. If I did, though, choose that, it's more likely, I believe, that she would get a negative trait. So I kind of want to look in this area for scholar, zealot, and commander. Now, we did just get a courtier, Sabat, who is quite good as a court merchant. We also have a court minister and a court scholar. We have all of these different things that we could use to teach this heir here. So what we will do is we will take a look and see if we can find one that will lead to, I want to see scholar. Commerce seems good. So there is a commander and a zealot option. This one would be a commander. If she were a commander, it'd be general or ambassador. As a leader, she'd get experience for her infantry units as a commander. Don't think that that's going to be all that great. So we could do zealot instead. Politics, which would allow her to become a scholar. Yeah, I'm going to have her study politics. And then with this settler, we are coming over in this direction here. Okay. And then we need... Let's get a miner going. Alrighty. And then we're going to go ahead, we'll harvest. Harvest. Found some Numidians. We also found some gems and more ore. We're going to go ahead and we're going to harvest and harvest. Perfect. This might be a wonderful spot to come up here and grab as well. Much better than down here, right? The resources of these gems and the silver just seems like a better option in general. So I think I'm going to take this warrior and move him up in this direction over here. Okay. Do we have any idle workers? No, but we do have this city here. We could get going on a trapper, which would just increase our growth overall, which we desperately need because it's going to take 8 years for growth to happen here. So by the time we finish the trapper, we'll have 2 years to work on something else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a trapper going in this city to just boost my overall growth so I can utilize more and more population as we go. I don't have any orders left, so I'm just kind of checking around, seeing if there's something else that I need to be doing, and it doesn't look like there is. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll end the year there. Alrighty, perfect. Bessus, I believe that maybe the head of the family, or maybe the son to the head of the family, converted to Judaism, which is good. Alrighty, the young master. Withdrawing from much of the school's daily lectures, our Duchess focuses intensely on her study of politics, ethics, and debate. She has even developed a small following of loyal devotees who record her teachings. After several months of focused study, Marisang compiles the first true policy manifest. Yo, this girl is 11 years old writing policy manifest, guys. Okay, we get the Manual of Rhetoric in our capital, which is a permanent -1 unhappiness per year, which is just +1 happiness per year, plus 20% culture, which is plus 2.8 culture per turn right now, but as we get more culture, that's going to scale. This is fantastic. Encourage her to spread these teachings to the people. This would give me plus 60 culture and could lead to future events. And then request that the court incorporate her lessons. This gives me civics, which I desperately need. This immediately gets me enough to do a law. Yep, this is the one that I'm going to do. I'm going to come to my laws here then, and I'm going to choose one. I could choose monotheism, or I can focus on the religious one, or I can focus on the workforce one here. So let's see what the benefits of each are. Our state religion cities would produce +1 civics per year, or excuse me, orders per year, but the upkeep would be low civics, -4 civics per year. Gnosticism opinion would go up 20. Okay, polytheism, I can build a shrine in every city. I would lose 16 income per year, which wouldn't be that big of a deal. Mythology opinion would be +20. Okay, there's that. I could get +10 opinion from our Thutmose seed family here. They want freedom to happen. This gets me +4 gold per year per specialist. Or I could do slavery, which increases my unhappiness every year. Mines and quarries, 20%. Builder opinion is a +10. Now, my leader is a builder. I just don't know if I care about the +10 opinion there. Do I care about the mines and quarries output? Yeah, kinda. I mean, I already have a really large gold income, right? Yeah, I think this is the best choice. I'll go ahead there, get some upgrades to the mines and quarries, so that way I can build some more wonders, right? We already have, the first one underway over here, or the second one, as we have the hanging gardens here. So we'll keep that going. We have a second worker over here. With the second worker, I'm going to move over, get some pastures going in this section, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do council, because in 1 year my my hamlet's going to be done. Maybe a council. Maybe I do treasury. You know what? I'm going to do treasury. Yep. I'm going to do treasury. Get some more gold going. Now I'm looking at this this disciple again, seeing if maybe gives me science everywhere I go, right? Do I have any groves in the city? I don't think I have any groves, like, literally anywhere. Yeah, in none of my cities do I have groves. Okay, so the plus 60% adjacency bonus won't really matter here. I could get temples once I research doctrine. And once I get a temple, I get plus 20% science. There's no reason not to build a temple, right? Gives me more science immediately. I don't have any groves that I really need to worry about. Plus, I'm not really going to be using this arid flatland, right? Maybe for some urban stuff later. And then I could put some maybe like some temples over here. So I put the monastery here. Let him build the monastery. That'll be good. I'm going to take my warrior. I'm going to head in this direction. There are 3 of these up here. So before I really do anything, I'm going to need to recruit more military. So I'll just put him right here and kind of hang on for a second. With my scout, I'm going to just keep kind of exploring in this direction. And I ran into a border dispute with the Thracians. Almost immediately after discovering the Thracian encampment, our troops are threatened by warriors at its border. Insults are traded, weapons are drawn. Our units stand at attention, ready to act on our commands. What are our orders? Well, I'm charming. So I can get plus 40 happiness in my capital, plus 2 legitimacy in this one here. I can take one of their units as prisoner and hostage. I get an additional citizen in my capital. I get more courage. Okay, but the Thracians hate me, and I don't care if the Thracians hate me. Or I can spend 240 gold. I get wisdom, and they like me. I like science, but I don't know if I care that much about it right now. I would take this if one of their units became mine, right? Like I got like a warrior or a slinger out of this. This would be my option. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take the legitimacy, and I'm going to convince them otherwise. It is very, very nice to be a charming leader, to have those options there. So happy about that. I'm going to take my settler. I'm going to move my settler closer to my city site down here. Now, this nomad marauder from Carthage cannot really do anything about the city site. Because I'm sitting on top of it, he would have to declare war on me and kill the unit in order to get this city site. So I have reserved it as mine. I don't really have to worry about that individual encroaching on my space at all. Don't really have any more orders, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on to my next turn. Not much I can do. All right. Zoroastrianism has established legalism theology. Perfect. Oh man! All right, we're starting to feel a little bit ill, which means that death might be approaching for us. Don't really know. Illness can be recovered from, and I'm not quite that old yet. Actually, I'm 60 years old. I'm a little bit old. Let's see. The Amarnas have been graced by the poetess Sappho, traveling in exile after her family became embroiled in a violent political scandal. The family brings Sappho to perform at the palace, and you listen entranced as she weaves a hymn to Aphrodite, asking for the goddess's favor in her pursuit of another woman. The poem is unlike any the court has heard, subtly subverting the structure and language of both epic poems and religious hymns to speak of love. Sappho's lyrics are already becoming renowned, unrivaled, whether speaking of the gods or of mortal desires. Alrighty. So I could ask them to come and spend time living in my court instead, and I get a court minister. Or I can let her continue her tour of the Amarna cities, and that's what I'm going to do. I like the culture that we get from this. Alrighty, my hamlet is done. I'm going to move over here then. Should I do an Odeon? Or a camp? I could do a garrison. Now, a garrison is going to be really important, because it'll allow me to get a governor in my city. Yeah, that's important. I'll build a garrison up here. I can't. Why can't I? What does a garrison require? Requires urban, lush, temperate, or arid. That's temperate. Okay, it needs to be adjacent to urban. Or an urban improvement. Okay, so let's back up here. And we can do it in one of these 2 locations here. Let's go here. Garrison. Perfect. We'll start in on that. My settler can come here. And we will settle. Let's see. We have pasture that's going to be here. I believe that this is a camp. Nope, another pasture. Pasture. We could do landowners. We don't really have very good farmland, though. If I do an Amarna city, that's going to be really good. Because we have that event from Sappho. Yeah, Amarna city kicks the horseman out. We'll get immediately started on a worker. Perfect. Alrighty, now here I would very much like to continue getting specialists, but what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get a... Oof, a warrior takes so long. Could get a caravan. Caravan seems kind of important. Caravans can go on caravan missions, and we can take a look at those. It's only 2 years old, and we can send them on out. I do need militia, though. Yes, I do. Alrighty, I'm gonna build my next granary here. Boost the adjacency of these farms, get even more growth. I do have, 2 citizens that I need to spend in here, but I can't really do much about that. I need the additional warriors so that way I can take this land up here and get a settler. Ooh, okay, we have ancient ruins. Let's see. Ruin ambitions. My explorers send back word from the ruins of a beautiful palace ravaged by time. Beneath the throne is a stone inscribed in an ancient form of Egyptian. The regal inscription tells of a lost kingdom and the attempts of the queen to fulfill her ambitions. The families are enraptured by this work of art and hope that you will strive to complete the ambitions that this previous nation could not. Control 8 shrines. Goodness gracious. Control 4 granaries. Very possible. I already have 2. Enact philosophy. I'm going to do granaries. Okay, I do have some ambitions that I really need to get working on. I'm about ready to fulfill this first one, and then I need to get some minor specialists. We're working on one down here, but we really need to do more about getting some miners. So we will keep going in that direction here. Alrighty, do I have any idle workers that I need to work on? They are my priority. Doesn't really look like it. I was the first to discover the Cantabrian Sea. Perfect. Give me some more legitimacy. I'm already at 81 legitimacy, which is really nice. We'll end our turn there. We should get forestry, which will really help us. I've completed my ambition. I get 10 more legitimacy. Perfect. My son, the commander of my troops, is ill. And this commander has converted to Judaism. Nice. So here's my thought. I thought possibly of going for spoked wheel, and the reason that I did the reason that I do want to go here is because it allows me to get a chancellor, which is good, right? A chancellor is one of the spots up here, which based off of their traits gives me different bonuses, right? Their wisdom increases growth per city, their charisma increases civics, courage increases training, their discipline increases money, just like any other, character, right? but then I can also send them on mission for family gifts, pacifying the city, and imprisoning people that I need to get rid of. So a chancellor is really good. It's definitely something that we'll eventually want to get. And then the chariot is really good because it is a mounted unit. And as you know, we have an ambition of controlling 5 of those mounted units. However, it would be 8 years, and I really do want the Shrine of Ra in my capital. So I'm going to go with that direction first. And then we should be good. Now, I know that I need to create a garrison down here as well as an Odeon, but I really want to get this gold from the gold mine. So I'm going to go ahead and build that gold mine real quick. After this miner comes through, we will get another miner on the salt over here, right? And then after that, what we'll do is we want this salt really badly, and the Thutmose also want it as well, right? So if their city is missing it, they get minus 10 opinion of us, but if they have it, then they are good to go and very happy. So we'll go ahead and we'll send it to them, and I'll talk about that when we get to it. Alrighty, let's see if any workers are in need of some orders. Doesn't look like it. Okay, with that, then I'm going to move up here. Now there are 3 ranged units. I can promote them though. Let's see. I can get them fierce, which is against infantry. Across a river, steadfast versus tribal units. Oh yeah, I want steadfast. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna promote them. Right. One really cool thing that I like is you could actually see the aging happening. Right, and their artwork is just so amazing. For the character development in this game, and just hats off to Mohawk Games and just the brilliant work that they did here. I got another ancient ruins, the floating city. A great floating city once clung to this desert coastline, a collection of harbors linked by ferries, bridges, and pontoons. Sadly, much of its splendor now lies along the sea floor. Flooding appears to have liquefied the clay islands on which the city stood, sinking it over centuries. Several ceremonial boats remain on the abandoned shore, but the ruins themselves are almost entirely underwater. I could claim the boats for research, gives me navigation, which gives me access to Byreme, colonies, serfdom. Or I could search for treasure and get 720 gold. I'm going to take the technology. I think that technology in almost every instance is better than gold. That's just me, though. So I'll take the technology. Alrighty. I think that is pretty much everything that we can do here. I could move around my militia, but I don't really need to. I'll send my militia up because it's a body and it can tank shots, right? And if my militia is tanking shots, that means that my warrior is not. So I'll move them up. Alrighty, I'm now severely ill, right? My life is coming to an end here. So my son, thankfully, though, is no longer ill. I got a trade offer here from Carthage. They want to send us plus 14 stone, but for minus 8 civics. I want my civics. Oh, this is a good one. They'll send me stone if I send them training. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. That's a great deal. On a recent visit to the Academy of Politics, you attend a debate in which your granddaughter, Duchess Marison, participates. Her skill is tremendous, and you have heard nothing but praise. Perhaps the time has come to choose a calling. Okay, this girl is 14, and she is about ready to choose a calling. We could do Orator, and if we do, then any city that she's a governor of will get culture, or excuse me, minus 1 or plus 1 happiness per year per culture level. That'll only increase. As a leader, she is an heir, so she will eventually be, as long as she lives, she's eventually going to be our leader down the line here. All religious opinions increase. She can recruit tribal mercenaries with her legitimacy. She gets plus 2 civics or orders per year with a city that has a friendly family. Plus 4 charisma, minus 1 discipline there. That's a good one. She can gain judge. She can hurry projects with money. Oh, that's fantastic. As a leader, she can switch laws for 100 civics. She can upgrade improvements. Okay, I'm really leaning towards Judge. I really think that that is a strong option. Or she could be a Zealot. If she's a Zealot, she can hurry production with training, which is also a really good option. But I lose Science. And then the general options, I don't plan on having her as a general. Yeah, I'm going to go with a Judge. The Gauls approach us. No. Alrighty, the Kohen. Amongst the priestly class of the ancestors of Aaron, there is one who has become renowned for her understanding of both arcane lore and erudite philosophy. The court has summoned this skilled Kohen to the capital so she may serve in our court. What task shall you give this Jewish disciple? Let her oversee scribes in the palace, assuming 130 civics, which is good. I can send her to improve relations with the Jewish elders, also good. But right now, I have a pretty okay, right? Like plus 18 is just all right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the civics. Alrighty, I'm done with my pasture. What do I need next? Got a garrison going. I will take the fur for culture, or should I take the ore? Yeah, I think the ore is what we want. Alrighty, I'm gonna move my militia up. I'll move him up as well. Next turn, we'll declare war on them and fight. Okay. I need a garrison in here. Where can I put it? This looks like a decent spot right here, right? Yeah, cut trees, clear land. Why can I not build a garrison here? Hello? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. It's adjacent to something urban, or an urban tile. But maybe it needs to be next to an urban improvement? No, because this isn't an urban improvement, right? Like this is fine. So urban terrain can have only urban improvements. And it extends the trade network. I don't understand why this tile is okay and this tile is not. If someone understands what I'm missing, go ahead and leave it down in the comments here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build this garrison here instead. That's a bit frustrating, but whatever. It's not, you know, no real skin off of my... no real problem. I don't know what the saying is. But no real issue. And that's going to be the end of my turn there. I do have one order left, but we are ready to go here. I do have an idle city, so let's go ahead and get the worker here. Crap, I don't have a citizen that I can use for it. I have 5 years until I do have a citizen. So with that 5 years, I am going to start up on a warrior here. The warrior will take me 7 years to complete, so that's frustrating. I won't be alive in 7 years, and I need to really start to get going on these minor specialists. When I do die, these are going to turn into legacy ambitions, and we could talk about those kind of when they happen and what that means. I don't know why that's freaking out the way that it is. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's going to be it for episode 5. I will see you next time where we will start in on the war with the Numidians here. We will claim this land. We'll get a settler up and get going. We may even claim war or start war on the Thracians and claim this land as well, and just kind of move in this direction. And possibly even over here on this peninsula. So that is what we will be looking towards doing. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.